4 more Democrats are going down there. This is not, I don't know what they're thinking with this. You know, we are going to be having a debate in the culture war going over all the legal documents, which I believe shows he's gotten his due process. But the American people, like, of all of the things Trump has done, immigration is his most popular issue. Why are they setting themselves up like this?
To make me laugh, because I needed a good chuckle.
The Democrats are sitting back and they're like, "What can we do that'll make Phil laugh today?"
Absolutely. I mean, it's hilarious. They're falling over themselves, siding with the worst people that are here. That are their whole story is irredeemable. Like, he's here illegally. He's probably a member, or he's alleged to be a member of a gang, but it's been multiple courts that have said it, I believe. And I don't remember what the other person or the other organization that made allegations that he's in a gang, but they're reputable organizations. There's his ex-girlfriend has filed charges, or at least made claims of abuse.
His ex-girlfriend did?
I don't remember if it was
his wife.
Oh, it's his wife. Okay, my bad. All right, so fair enough. But this only goes to my point. He is totally
You're
not
describing
sympathetic
the
at all.
Democrats' favorite voter.
Right. Wait, Shane. Do you want to read the first sentence of that paragraph right
Let me
there?
get my old man glasses.
Old man glasses. Just starting
sentence up here?
at. Yeah.
At a master calendar hearing, the respondent, through counsel, admitted the factual allegations contained in the NTA and conceded removability as charged. Should I keep going?
Based on the respondent's admissions and concessions, the court found his removability to be established by clear and convincing evidence as required by INA 240C3. So this is the document from 2019, August 9th and September 27th, where they again confirmed he was to be removed. However, not to El Salvador, because a gang in Guatemala was threatening to kill him. This is the story. A Guatemalan gang was threatening his family, and they didn't feel that they could be protected in El Salvador. Now, the only question that needs to be asked based on this is, can he be deported somewhere else? The answer is yes, of course. And so then the error that the Trump administration made, they were supposed to have a USCIS interview with Abrego Garcia before sending him home. And they didn't. But under the Alien Enemies Act, he was allowed to do it. So, I feel like this horse, I would argue that we've beaten the dead horse on this story, but Democrats won't shut up about it. So let me just say we've ground the horse into glue at this point, because I don't know how many times we need to point out that this guy was found deportable, credibly an MS-13 gang member, now accused of beating his wife. And I guess I'll put it this way. We could have opened this show with the Hegseth Signalgate story.
But we'll get to that.
Yeah, but it's a fake story.
It's not.
The second Signalgate?
No,
the fake story.
The story about how the Department of Defense is a total mess. I mean, his former spokesperson is saying, on the record that, what exactly did he say? Month from hell inside of the Department of Defense? That's concerning. And this is a guy who worked for Trump in 2016, too. This is not just some lefty spokesperson that he inherited from the civil service. This is a true MAGA believer who was oh, come on.
Who else worked for Trump in 2016?
And there are a number of other people have come out.
In his 2016 term, his 2017.
Why would he have hired him to be his chief Pentagon spokesperson and lead the communications at the NSA if he didn't believe that this guy was legit?
Why were there 3 people leaking information to the press?
Listen, you got to take this
allegedly,
seriously.
and the 3 in the article that was he a chief of staff or
he was the chief Pentagon spokesperson until 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he wrote an op-ed in Politico where he actually denied those the 3 advisors that they ever leaked anything. So I want to add allegedly here because I do feel like lawsuits are coming. All of these guys were trying to
allegedly.
All of this is very
corrected.
much allegedly. And all this is also allegedly because they allegedly leaked documents about attacking Iran to try to preempt and try to prevent the strike by leaking it out there early. And that could be a part of the problem at the Pentagon. But it is unusual for this guy to be resigning or probably fired and told to resign and then have this happen. I don't think we'll see any shakeups there.
Well, what are your thoughts on the Abrego Garcia story then?
On this story, I mean, it is a hard one because I do think that politically, I think it's politically, you're right, that the immigration story is on Trump's side. I mean, he was elected to seal off the border, deportations. I think the due process is the part that the Democrats are arguing about. Like, they want to make sure that there is due process, and obviously the halting This is the guy who was the hairdresser, right? The makeup artist?
no.
Okay.
This is the wife beating MS-13 gang member.
Got it. All right. Then I'm not fully up to date on this one. I was.
The hairdresser's a fake story, too.
Why is that one fake?
Because they're not asylum seekers. You don't travel from Venezuela through the entirety of Central America, come to the United States and say, now I need asylum. You go to Mexico. You go to any other country. It's typically expected of any asylum seeker to go to the first safe country they get to. So for Venezuela...
That was supposed to be remain in Mexico under Trump.
Right. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.